You must also, there will be a cost, or there could be a cost. Some of them might have no cost, but there might be a cost. You would earn the number of shapes indicated. And then on the bottom here, there may be other benefits as well. In some cases, they could be tangible benefits. In some cases, they might be, and you see both of these are tangible with revenue and cost. You'll read some of the others, there may be some intangible benefits as well. Real world. And these initiatives have given you way more than you could possibly do. I'll always give you more. You can always, if you don't choose to do them in the period in which I give them to you, they're available to you in future periods to do them later if you choose. Sound familiar? Okay, so hopefully you're, number one, understanding this. Again, I need you to just kind of get it right now, and God does come together. And number two, I hope you're also agreeing that these are real life representations of how things happen. Do you agree? So we're trying to capture what happens in the real world. So we have realism, right? Any questions on these initiative variables? And you'll be source is a development opportunity. How many? By the way, some of these are, this is a customer-focused initiative. So all right, so let me give you an example of 2 circles. And so when it comes time to deciding what to do, as a team, you need to figure out, you might start with customers, you might start with people, you might start with initiatives. There's no clear answer there, just like in the real world, right? It's an iterative process. Well, let's say this is what you want to go with. You then need to move shapes around. It's easy, but we still have a square to fulfill on that initiative, and we could hire someone with a square, but that's going to give us more cost. Or, let's put our...
Now we need to find the right people.
We have Cameron, who is a 5-star, 4, and maybe we only focus on the 3 initially.
Yeah.
Is that what we can maybe do? So
let's keep those in our back pocket.
Yeah. Oh, we have to pick. We have to pick 4 now.
You mean
We don't have to pick 4. We can pick 3.
We can't bring one in later?
No, because once that's my this card is flipped, there's no more. And so we kind of keep them hanging out there
at
for a while.
At the end of the 30 minutes, though, right?
I don't know. And 3 salary. Her intangible value is 3 out of 5.
That's good. Yeah.
So we did Wong.
Yeah.
And then we did stars, right? Now stars I like to camera.
Right.
She was 5 stars. She desires to work with customers and she's innovative. Oh, we can still do that? Okay.
And the type and the customers is the stars here. I don't get with these. Well, just period 1, the first day. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You know it's a strategy. You're better biting off a lot.
Well, he said to allocate. He wanted us to do at least 1 allocation of training.
Oh, did he? Okay, I thought so.
That would be this one.
Yay.
Well, you would have been
Yeah. Or do you paralyze the game?
Or we
Needs to be in compliance, not trainees.
We could
Right.
do dramatic with just 1
Okay, so this would be our
Okay.
cost.
I don't know. She prefers to work by herself in an office. Is that for the
How much?
customer?
Yeah, that's not good.
What's up?
So if we selected those 4, how much?
Salary is
6, 10, 13.
13, yep.
13. These are our so it's only giving
Right.
us. We have a lot over there. Cash.
These have
So we would only have.
cost of 1, 2, 4. Right?
Okay, so we have 6,
4.
but where's the one that KI? This one was our preferred, right?
Right.
Internal initiatives.
This is great. She likes it.
We definitely need some gray circles and boxes, blue boxes. We got 1 box. We got 4 blue boxes.
I'm sorry. Most of those are there.
Most of those are
We
there.
need the period 1.
You want me to bring you some coffee, sir?
No, 5.
Okay, $1. You still have to borrow 10 because I only want loan and increments of 10. Because it makes it easier for me. It's okay.
Dang it! So we
Now,
send a
are there
lot
other
more in.
bankers that are West Edmonton? I'm the only banker in town. Okay, all right. Well, give us 10 minutes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a small town.
So we pull out a
Yeah, so take a rent chip out of the currency box and place that on liability. So you now borrow 40C.
okay.
And now take 10C and put it in cash.
So probably like one blue and one
Five white and 5 white.
Yeah.
Wait, what are with the
Seeks innovative solutions.
But you gotta go on the first day, right?
First day. We're not looking at
From the currency box? What was material?
We don't.
it's 5.
22 is gross revenue.
With the post out something.
Full service banker right
Completed, yes? Team back there, you done? You got it? Brent, is that team good? Is that team good? Okay, great. So, did anyone need another loan? All right, so you're investing in your business, you had to borrow. Is that real life? Yes. All right, we'll see. You're going to have to pay for that, though. We're going to charge you interest for it. Is that real life? Yeah. Okay, we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're all good on page 6, yes? All right, let's move on. Page 7. Let me read it first. So, some of your initiatives, it's going to last us 30 years. We spend the $30 million today, but we charge ourselves 1/30th of it each year in expense. That's depreciation. Does that make sense? So right now you've got equipment of how much? Equipment should be 10, right? 1 blue and 5 whites. So we're going to keep it simple, 10%. So 10% of 10 is 1. Take one of those chips, not cash, but one of the equipment chips, and put it on depreciation. Take it out of equipment. So now how much is equipment worth? Completing all the through equities and liabilities, then stop and we'll talk. Okay? So where are you going to get the cash number from? The chips. You're simply adding and reporting chips for each of those items, doing some math, work together, stop once you've done equities and liabilities.
Minus 10.
You're
Investing big time.
at least did our minus 10.
we're trying to do the no tax thing.
Your long-term strategy, obviously.
Liability grants.
Yeah, we're down. Oh,
Doing?
liabilities we have 30. Plan 2030.
Equities and
Once you see the number you have, circle the number you have for total assets, please, and circle the number you have for equities and liabilities, please. Give me a big thumbs up if those are the same number.
No.
If they're not the same number, do not pass go. Do not
If I won.
seriously, if your numbers do not balance, we'll hand up what else needs to help you.
Wait,
All right, so Sean, then you
We're
go
up by
there. Then it behind you there.
this doesn't equal that.
Did we add something?
The rest of you, give yourselves a hand. Balance. And what that means is, guess what? You now know how to create a P&L, an income statement. You did it. Your balance sheet balance, which means you did it right. So finance isn't this mysterious pot in the back room. It's making decisions and seeing what the impacts of those are. Right? You heard Ram Sharan talk about it. The financial results come from the decisions that were made. We just proved it. Okay? All right, now continue on the rest of the page. Now you count up your stones for the next 3. And then do the math down at the bottom.
I've got 12 per customer. How many?
7.
7?
Medical organization and 14.
And what is
21 is 7. Customer is 12. So 21. So 33, is that right? Total intangible?
Yep.
Okay.
They're making investments in people, customers, initiatives. as they make those decisions, they now get to see the impact of the decisions on both the tangible, which is like the profit and loss and the balance sheet. So they calculate the tangible results, but also their intangible. Are they growing the value of the company? Like, are they growing people value? Are they growing customer value? Are they growing organizational value? We're at the point now where they've just done their financials, and they're about ready to present the results on the wall here. So that's the wall of fame. So see these tables right here? Each table is going to be recording the results on this wall of fame, and we're going to have a discussion. And they're going to get to see not only their results, but the results of the other tables around them. And it's a little bit of a competition. It's kind of fun.
Rounds down.
If you have completed the page, you go to the next page, page 15, there are a few things to calculate there.
Smile while you're doing it. Fine, one more time.
What's the number? Excuse me. I'm sorry. They only made it 3. I think we're worth more.
So put IK. Good.
Alrighty.
Okay, so can everybody see the board behind me? Okay. More or less? You gotta get on the video. All right, how did it feel, by the way? Good. Give yourselves a round of applause. How did you survive? Can I ask you, can you guys move just a little bit to the side? Okay. So the first period is the toughest as far as trying to understand what's going on. So you just experienced probably the most complex part of the simulation. And it just gets more fun from here because once everyone understands the variables, then it gets to be more about, well, being strategic and then understanding the first period to how you're going to grow your business moving forward. It's just a lot of fun. So the first
things. The company's value itself that is actually owned by the company, or in this case your investors. Hopefully you'll all, eventually, get your shares and your stock plans and all of that. But for right now, the investors have that equity portion. But the rest of what equates to a lot of cost reducing initiatives, cost focused things. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to execute. So if you chose innovation and know-how, you're probably going to have to really invest in human capital. You choose synergy, adaptability, that's very much customer focused. So you can already start to see a little bit of where it might have implications for the kinds of things that you invest in. But what we do have here is, and so we can already start to compare these companies. And of course, the other regions have their companies as well. Number one revenue. 48. Who is in charge of customer external assets of this company? Who took on that job here? So right now, you are the number one marketing sales manager of all of these companies. You just generated the highest revenues from the network. And what is represented all the yellow cards, all of that goes together to represent the total available market. And you captured the biggest percentage of that total available market. Congratulations. And then we go and we see 48, 37, 40, and 33. Who's the customer external asset manager of ICA? So let's just say you didn't generate quite as much revenue as out there. But I'm guessing you put resources somewhere else. And so you could have gone after higher revenue customers, but you chose potentially not. You took 3 customers? Yeah. You took 3, I'm guessing you guys took 4 customers.
So our highest market value leader. Right? So the good news is we've got lots of intangible value here, but these losses really took a whack out of the market value. In the real world, investors care about your long term, but they also ask for a redemption lately. And that's why we did that 1.4 times the current profit. Who are weaker in the early years, are the ones who invest in this and that go up later on. No guarantee of that. Nor is there a guarantee this is going to fizzle out. Right? But obviously there's a challenge to balance short-term versus.
How about organizational value? 4, 5, 8. 5 and 8. So these two teams again in organizational value. Let's give them a round of applause again. There's going to be a benefit for being number one in organizational value. How is that? If you're the best, we'll have people that match those competitive advantages.
Sure. Less experience, less entrenched, you're going to have more free flow cash too. If you don't spend a lot of money on really experienced people too, so you can more capital. Good point.
When you have less experienced people, how do you develop it? A lot of times you need somebody who's had experience in development.
Right.
So as long as you balance it out.
Yeah, so could you hire all inexperienced? So, you know, if you have a premium as one of your strategies, is it really going to work to bring a bunch of trainees?
Really enjoyed the experience of the immersive training that we received this afternoon. Really something that we can take back to our companies and get our management team to work together and focus on how do we get all of our projects out on time and make money in the process with reducing losses.
Oh my gosh, this training, total mind blower. It makes you think like a CEO, a CMO, the head of human resources. You have to think like the CFO all at once and manage billions of dollars with an abstract strategy to help your company grow. I wish we could have done it more, honestly. It's the best board game I've ever played.
I see that keeping my employees focused is important. What's more important is now that I see that, I'm going to have a conversation with my people when I go back and find out what's important to them. So I make sure I give it to them. Or I'm going to go back to my customer and make sure I find out what's important to them. Or I need to go research more about the cost of things because I don't really understand them as much as I need to. It's those actions, as we know in the HR community, and particularly in training and development, unless people do something differently, at best this was just fun. And while I hope it was, that's not what it's about. And we can extend that whole discussion to longer and have people work on action plans, etc., depending on how you like to make that happen. Can I answer any questions from anyone about our experience or its application more broadly? Because we can lose them tomorrow. So we need to make sure we maintain the institutional know-how, and we need to make sure that we leverage all the know-how in our organization. So lots of different ways we can pivot and leverage this. We'd be happy to discuss this further if you want to apply that to this.
I think it was a great simulation. I'd love to bring this back to my president and CEO, and I think they'd really enjoy this.
So either Chuck.
Enjoy is probably not the right word.
Hello.
I kind of hear that.
And there it is. And roll.
This was a fantastic, realistic simulation. I think will strengthen us all as HR business partners for our organization.